You are watching Class 004 of the 52 Weeks to 4.0 Pickleball Challenge. Not quite sure how to hit the forehand stroke? If so, you're in the right place. This week, which is actually week number 1 of the 52-week challenge, we are concentrating on the forehand stroke only. Our emphasis will be on the basic stroke for beginner and intermediate levels only. We will start with benchmarking the existing forehand skills for the 4 team members. What I'm attempting to demonstrate, somewhat in an exaggerated fashion, is the forehand stroke. It's basically broken down into 4 different points of stance and swing. So firstly, we want to make sure that we're in the continental grip. Now, that being said, there is a time when you're going to go into an eastern grip to put more topspin on the ball. But for this demonstration, we're not going to talk about exaggerated topspin, nor are we going to talk about wrist lag to give more snap and power into the ball. This is the basic forehand stroke. So we're talking about going straight down the line, the net is across perpendicular. So we want to be in a good ready stance. You'll notice that my paddle is out at 11 o'clock, and basically if you draw a line from the top of the paddle to my sternum, it is a straight line. So this is more or less the ready stance for most shots, and it would be dependent on how far away you are from the net, if your paddle is at that height or lower. So you have to make accommodations, and we'll go more into that in future classes. But for this demonstration, we're talking about being ready to hit the forehand stroke. So when I teach that pickleball is a going forward game, not stepping back. So I won't be stepping back into the forehand stroke in either fashion, but I will be stepping forward to hit the ball. So the momentum moves forward. So we're going to go through this slowly, exaggerated somewhat, and then we are also going to do it real time. So we're in the ready stance. We have our paddle in the continental grip, which is basically the shaking hand stance. If you can't find your continental grip, just put your paddle under your arm, reach across, pull it out, and you are in the continental grip. It's as simple as that. There's many iterations to hit this shot, but this is the basic pickleball forehand stroke. Now, I teach going down the line, which is basically having my paddle parallel with the net. I do not teach hitting the ball in the open stance, which is swinging across your body, and I do not teach hitting a semi-open stance, because again, I feel that you're swinging in an arc across your body, and you have less chance to hit the shot where you want it to go. I do teach moving, dropping your paddle, and swinging towards the net, so that if you miss-hit the ball at any of these iterations, there's still a chance that the ball will go over. If you're swinging in an arc across your body, you have less of a chance with a miss-hit. So I'll step through the 4 steps. So we're in the ready stance after we've done a split step, which we'll talk later. So 1 is a unit turn. So I am turning, I'm putting my foot forward, my paddle is going to the back. That's 1. Step 2 is dropping the paddle. Step 3 is rotating your body, and you're going to meet the ball 6 to 8 inches in front of your front knee, which is extremely important. And then you're going to rotate through, and your belly button is going to end up parallel with the net. So that's the 4 steps. So I'll go through it a little bit slower. So step 1 is a unit turn, stepping forward and bringing my paddle to the back. Step 2 is literally just dropping the paddle. Step 3 is following through and making sure that your paddle ends up parallel with the net. And step 4 is following through over your shoulder. Some of the finer points are, don't let this arm be a dead soldier. Don't let it be along for the ride. One thing you can do is use this hand and this arm to gauge where the ball is. And then you're basically going to hit where you gauge the ball is, so that you can move and you give your body enough room away from the ball and you move through the ball. So now I'll do it real time, so a little quicker, so that you guys can get an idea of the stroke, okay? So it's just as simple as that. You're stepping forward, doing a unit turn, dropping the paddle, swinging through, making contact in front of the front knee 6 to 8 inches, and then continuing through over the shoulder with your paddle, and your belly button ends up parallel with the net. The thing is, you are using your lower body, your big muscles, to put the power, and what's more important is the consistency into the drop. You are not slapping the ball with your paddle. You are stepping and turning and driving the big muscles from down below and swinging over top of the ball. Pickleball is not tennis. So we want to be sure that we are swiping up the back, some would say the back outer edge of the ball, but you're swiping up over the ball. You are not, as Carlos Alcaraz would do, coming over. Because a tennis racket has compressible strings, the ball is compressible. That's what puts the top spin on the ball. For you to keep the ball in the court, within any semblance of control, you want to be hitting and stroking up over the ball. So that's basically the stroke, is that hitting and stroking over top of the ball. So guys, that's it in a nutshell. Take this video, play it over and over for yourselves in a 3/4 or full-length mirror at home. Take your time, go through the 4 steps, and then reload. So I'll do it one more time. So step 1 is turn, the unit turn. Unit turn meaning rotating our body and pulling our paddle back. Step 2 is dropping the paddle. Step 3 is making sure that you're contacting the ball in front of your front knee. And step 4 is following over the shoulder and rotating forward. That's it.